Dominguita Melendez was up and out the door early on Thursday morning. She was on her way to Yuca Yuca, the best Cuban restaurant in Mundytown. It was also the only Cuban restaurant in Mundytown. Dom had a deal with the owner, El Señor Prieto. Dom swept the store sidewalk. El Señor Prieto provided lunch for her crew during their adventures. Today, she hoped El Señor Prieto would give her a lunch to go, even though the crew wasn't going on an adventure. Just Dom and Steph were going on a weekend trip to Steph's grandmother's house on the Rapa River. "It might be the last good food I get till we get back," she told El Señor Prieto.
"You think? Pancho tells me that Steph's grandmother makes great chocolate chip cookies."
Pancho was the third member of Dom's crew. He was also El Señor Prieto's nephew. Steph called it a cabin, out in the country, on a river. She said it's next to a marsh. Dom raised her eyebrows. What if it doesn't even have a kitchen? And you know what? There are no pizza palaces out in the country.
No.
Dom nodded with force to make sure El Señor Prieto got her point. By a river? Near a marsh? Nah, no pizza palaces. El Señor Prieto shrugged. He picked out a plate of figure-8 pastries shining with syrup, buñuelos, Dom's and Pancho's favorite food. As if by magic, Pancho stepped out of the restaurant's kitchen. "I wish I could go with you." Pancho reached for one of his uncle's delicious pastries along with a napkin. He was invited, like Dom, to Grand's River House for the long weekend, but his family was going to see his own grandmother. Dom wanted to make Pancho feel better. She stopped chomping on her buñuelo. "It's not like we'll have any adventures," she said, wiping sticky syrup from her chin. "I couldn't even find the place on the map. Tapperville. I'm sure nothing will happen there. And we'll be back in no time." "Just in case." Pancho handed her a piece of paper with his mother's number. "Call me if something happens. I want to be in on the planning and figuring things out. I want to be part of it all, even if I'm not there." "I'll call you if we get into trouble," she told Pancho. "But really, we won't have any adventures. This place is 1,000,000 miles from anywhere. Steph and I are taking Sherlock Holmes books. That's about the only excitement we'll have." Pancho headed home, his shoulders slumped, his head down.